welcome back to my channel. It's Sunday and tomorrow's Monday, meaning I have to go to work and I don't want to. Do I have to be an adult? Do I have to pay bills? Can I just stay home and watch movies? I mean, I don't want to go to work, but I guess I have to. There are bills to pay. So today I'm going to be doing some swatches. I'm going to be doing some double dip powders today and some double dip chromes. It'll be my first time using these chromes, so it's a learning process for me as well. I'm going to be using some double dip cat eye gels too. I've never used these either, so this will be a first for me. I guess it's a lot of firsts for me today. And I'm going to be showing you guys some of my favorite products that I use while I'm doing my nails as well. So let's get to swatching. Okay, you guys, let's get started. The first two dips that I'm going to be using is Oogie Boogie from the October Mystery Box and Orange Blossom. And both of these have chunky glitter in them. Usually when I'm using my when I'm using my powders, I put them in the little cupcake little holder things, the little paper cupcake holders. I will put them in there because it makes it easier to dip in there. But I'm just going to dip straight from my bottles. Look at those colors, they're so pretty. And I love the ones that look kind of fluorescent. Like this has a black base. The color in it is black, but the fluorescent glitters are like, you can get some hints of orange, you can do pink, you can do yellow, and some of those lighter greens. And I want to show y'all this little thing. I bought this off Amazon. I saw someone using it, I can't remember where I saw it at, but it's a desktop organizer. And you could put pens in here, pencils, your makeup brushes. I'm using it to put my swatches in. Isn't that cute? And it comes in a variety of colors. I didn't realize that it was that big. On the picture, it didn't look that big. And I also purchased this off Amazon too. This is a little mini vacuum cleaner. When you're finished using your in between each glitters or powders, this gets up all the little dust off your surfaces, so you keep it nice and clean. And I got these off Amazon too. These are little your liquid holders, and it keeps it at a tilt too, so when you have that very last little bit that's in the bottom, you can get it. I love these little things, y'all. I love little things that makes my life a little easier. Now y'all might hear my son in the background. He's getting ready to take his bath, so you might hear him run his water. All right, so let's get started. I remember when I first started swatching, I would roughen up the tops of my swatches. I saw that somewhere, and I don't know why I did it, but you really don't have to do that. It was something that I did, y'all. I can't wait to do my nails. My anniversary is this coming up weekend. 6 years. So excited. My husband got some stuff planned. He always got something up his sleeve, y'all. Always got something up his sleeve. So I know he got something planned, and I'm just excited because it's my anniversary. I don't know why I get excited around that time, but hey, it's gonna be our day. Who cares? And I want to show y'all this. I use the double dip clear base powder, but I keep them in two different bottles. One is labeled for glitter, which means I only use this one for my glitter powders. And this one is only for my solid colors, because I don't want to contaminate my solid color one with all the glitter, you know, so got to keep them separate. So I'm going to get ready to take this out first. So what you want to do before you lay your first, and this is what I do, because I find I think it makes the powder pop a little bit more. You get more of the effect of the powder, especially when there is the when you're using the glow in the darks. Those powders are really thin, so you got to use multiple layers of those so you can really see the color that good. So I always use a clear base powder first. And anytime I'm using any kind of sequence or like my chunky glitters I'm doing now, when I'm finished laying my layers down, I always encapsulate those chunky glitters and the sequence with a layer of this clear base too. So let's get started. And I should have changed out my bottles of my base because it's not that much in that one. I'm gonna have to order me some more bases, y'all. They put their liquids in a new box. The box that I have is just all white box, and it says double dip on the front of it. But they have this little pretty box now, and double dip is like in this iridescent color. I love it. It's really pretty. So I'm going to put down some base, and I'm going to dip it in this clear base powder. And this clear base powder is really fine. It is a fine powder. It's really thin. I want to make sure I cover the whole nail where I put, as you can see. I must have hit it right there. I think I did when I tapped it. And as you can see, I'm dipping it in. Oh, you probably can't. You see I'm dipping it in. I turn it over backwards and dip it in like that. I used to dip it in straight down like that at my nail is where I used to dip it straight down. And I noticed that all of the dip would collect right here at the tip. So you have that little hump there. So I stopped doing that because I didn't like that. It looked weird and had a lot of fouling and trying to get that to be smooth without that hump there. Now you can, I usually just put one coat of the clear base powder down, but if you want, you can do two, and I might do two. I might do two of the, wait a minute, let me do this one first, and I'll come back and do that one. I might do two. He's coming to tell me that he's about to run his water, y'all. See, I might hear him in that background running water because the room that I'm in is right next to his bathroom. Who loves doing their nails? I love doing my nails. It's just like sometime on Saturdays when I don't have anything to do other than did all my housework, I play with my makeup. Especially when I got some new makeup. I just like to play in it. Just to see, you know, how it looks on me. Like today, I was playing in my makeup and I'm wearing purple lipstick. First time wearing purple lipstick. Never wore purple lipstick before, ever. But I think it actually looks good. Brings out the purple that's in my shirt. And I love this shirt, y'all. This shirt, it says unapologetic. Dope, y'all. I am dope. No, I'm not, y'all. I'm just playing. All right, I think that looks a little bit better. That I put a second coat. You want to always tap to get that excess out. And I forgot to mention that when in between you're dipping your brush back into your liquid, and I'm gonna show you after I apply, because I hadn't been doing it, y'all. See, I'm skipping steps myself. You see, learning, and I'm still forget to do it, especially when you get into doing your nails. Sometimes you forget. Oh, I'm about to do it again. After I done brushed this on here, you want to wipe your brush off on your paper towel to clean your brush off of any, it may be a little bit of that powder might transfer to that brush. You don't want that to contaminate your liquids because it might get hard or it might get icky, and ugh, you don't want that. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at the 2 layers that I put on, and we're going to start laying down those powders. Okay, what did I do at the top? Okay, and I'm gonna leave this sitting here because I'm gonna need this again. And I'm gonna be, since I'm using glitter, we're gonna use our glitter brush that I have there. But glitter, because I don't want to contaminate my other brushes. All right. Now this is the fun part, getting to dip in these pretty colors, y'all. I'm gonna do me a fall set of nails the next time. I do my nails. I get so excited, y'all, when I get ready to do my nails. I actually draw. I have a little book that my husband bought me. It's a little leather book. And I always draw out a hand with nails on it. And it always have on the exact shape of nail that I'm going to be using. So if I have like a square top, a coffin, or stiletto nail, I'll draw that nail on that hand. And then whatever design I want to use, like if I'm going to use crystals, I put those crystals on that nail so that, okay, this, I know how I want to place the nail. I know what the stone and what color stones that I want to use. But I'm so particular, you know, everything got to be right. I have to draw it out, y'all. It can be anal sometime, but hey, it works. The process works. I'm telling you, it works. Okay, let's get on to this orange blossom. That is such a pretty color of orange too, y'all. It kind of reminds me of some wedding colors. And you can actually use this color for a Easter look. And it's the color that it's giving me. Look at that. That is, I don't know if y'all can see it as good as I can see it. But it's giving, I see pinks in there. I even see orange sequins. I see yellow, a little bit of green, a really pretty green. I even see purple in here. So you can use any color to accent it with. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. And I think that'll go really good with this ice wine that I have that we're going to be swatching. That is a gorgeous, oh my gosh, y'all. I really like that color. That is pretty. And after each layer, you want to make sure you get that little excess off, before you lay your next layer. I might have to, with this Oogie Boogie, that background, it actually looks more so gray than black. And it's pretty too. And it's giving me almost the same colors as the orange blossom. I see a dark pink on here. Let me see, do I have a pink up here? I don't have a pink up here that I go, but I do have a pink that'll go perfect with this Oogie Boogie. And even though Oogie Boogie is it's a Halloween color, because it came out of the October mystery box, I think you can do fall with this. I really think you can bust fall with this. But match this with an orange. Oh, that'd be gorgeous with an orange. Cause y'all, this hair. Now let me tell you, I did my hair last Sunday, right? And usually I always start on my hair like Friday night. Go ahead and wash it. That way, y'all, this color is gorgeous. That is so gorgeous. I go ahead and wash it and grease my hair and do my parts, my sections. But this time, I actually did not do none of that work. I washed my hair Sunday morning. I blew it out. I greased it very well. And as I was doing my hair, that's when I was parting for each plait, which I think is the wrong thing to do. You need to do the prep work first, y'all, because it cuts down the time when you're doing your hair. It really does cut the time down. It really does cut it down. Because I'm telling y'all, I'm not going to say how long it took me, but if I would have prepped my hair the way I usually do, I usually prep my hair before I proceed on to putting the braids in. It probably would have taken more like 3 hours or so to do it. Oh, that is so pretty. That is really pretty. But I know next time, don't deviate from the plan. Do what you usually do and prep your hair first so you won't have to be doing all of this while you're trying to actually put your hair in, because it cuts the time down. I'm telling you, it really does. I'm trying to move this out some so that y'all can actually see me do the swatch. I'm gonna add, I already put 2 layers on both swatches, but I think, especially with this Oogie Boogie, I'm gonna do 1 more layer of Oogie Boogie. I might be done with the orange blossom. There is a piece of glitter here that is trying to get away. Put you back over there. We can't let you get away. I'm sorry. Go back and join the game. All right. I used to, like when I was just using gel polishes, I did not like using anything with glitter in it. Because when it's time to take that off, it is so hard to take it off. It takes so long to take that glitter off, and I hated using it. But and then when I started using the dip powders, I was like, I am not using any of the glitters because I don't want to. But I actually love the glitters because there's such a pretty accent of color and shine. You know what? I said I wasn't going to put another layer of the orange blossom on, and I think I am going to actually put another layer of the orange blossom on. Just 1 more. So that'll make 3 layers each of each color. Depending on the color, I might only do 2. Like if it's a dark color, I'm talking about a color that doesn't have glitter in it, I might only just use 2 on it because it is a dark color and it shows up so well. Now with the lighter colors, I will most likely use 3 to 4 depending on how thin that color is. But like I said, on the glow in the darks, I find that the glow in the darks are a little bit thinner than your basic. I'm gonna have to have this little tool that I'm gonna use to apply some here on this back closer because it didn't get on there and I want to get it on there. Now I might skip some steps just because it's a swatch, and I just use my swatches to go back as a reference to what colors I want to use and what colors matches well with what other, what color that I'm using. So I might just skip the step and just to tell you what step goes next. So put these back over here. This little tool, I love this little tool right here, y'all. And I got this off Amazon too. This little tool that I'm using actually is what you use to push your cuticles back. And use this to push your cuticles back, but I'm using it to dip my powders out. I have several of these actually, but I love the ones that are rainbow colors. They're like so pretty. All right, so after you put however many layers of the dip powders that you want on your nail, the next step that you're going to do is the activator. And this activator, actually, the best way I can put it is that it's getting it ready for your top coat. Well, actually, it's getting it ready for you because you're going to lay another layer of the base coat down. And when you're using, just like when I start off using my base coat, you're using the base, okay, let's start over. You lay your base coat down and you dip. This is going to be, I would say, a little tacky so that this powder can actually stick to it. Now, what the activator does, when you, like right now, if you're ready to put the activator on top of this, and then after that, once that dries, I'm going to put another layer of the base coat down, which is going to harden really fast. That's what the activator does. Make sure that there isn't any. Yeah, I'm really, really loving. I wonder if I match that with a brown. Would that look right? It might not look right. I'm gonna have to pick another color out of there. Okay, so we're gonna put down some of this activator, and this activator is not one of the double dip brands. This is a Leash brand of double dip. I ordered it off of eBay. I have a different set. This is my set for my swatches, and then my set, the liquids for my actual nails, are in a box, so I keep them separate. All right, so we're gonna put on some of this activator on here. Y'all, do y'all see that piece of hair that keep flying in front of my face? It's really making me mad because it won't stay in the spot that I put it in. It just wants to do its own thing. Like, it's telling me, I don't care what you say. See, it's about to fall again. I'm telling you, look, there you go. It's gonna make me scream. I should have probably pinned it down. All right, so now that we have the activator down, I'm gonna make sure that is completely dry before I put that, some more of that base on there. And see, look, those glitters are actually stuck. That's what I want. I want them to be stuck, so when I touch, it won't transfer to my hand. All right, so now we're gonna put that hair. I'm telling y'all, that hair, the struggle, I tell you. Okay, so now I'm gonna add another layer of the base coat on. And watch how quick that activator has that base coat to dry. Now, what usually happens when I'm doing my nails after I put the activator on, and then I put the base coat liquid on, usually what I do is, that's the next step would be to file. You want to file your nails, shape it, buff it out, make it all nice and smooth on the top. And then once you're done with that, you're going to add another layer of the activator down, and then let that completely dry. And if you're not putting anything on your nails, you can go ahead to your top coat. But usually I always have some kind of transfer sticker on my nail, something to do it up, or I'm gonna have some stones on there. Y'all look at my little cup, little baseball cup. Baseball mom, my husband made this cup. We actually do cups too. I'm a little thirsty. You need to do a lot of talking. You're a little thirsty. And I actually do keychains too. I just went downstairs, actually before I came up here to do this, and did a keychain for one of my husband's coworkers. So, all right, this actually should be dry because the activator dries it rather fast. And look, it is dry. Now, like I said, the next step would be to file the nail to get it all smooth. Oh, actually, you know, I actually skipped a step that I forgot to do. And remember I told y'all about the clear base dip powder? With this being a glitter, this encaps those glitters, gets you like a smooth surface to work with. So what I'm gonna do, since I forgot to do that, my bad, I am going to file it down, and then I am going to add another layer of base, and then add the clear base to it, because y'all, I totally forgot. Look, I remember the first time when I first started doing hair, doing swatches, I was doing this to the nail, to the swatch, and I guess I was applying too much pressure, and I literally broke the tip, this nail, off the swatch. And I was like, what? And I said, I'm not doing this again. I am not redoing this swatch. So what I did, y'all, I got a toothpick and some paper towel and some super glue. And I put that here on the back of it and glued them two back together. Hey, I said, I'm gonna rig this up. And I still use that. I had a swatch on a ring. One of my swatch rings. Because I was not about to do that again. Okay, so I don't want to foul too much because I don't want to foul off into that glitter that's there. Okay, I get some of this off the edge because one of those glitters was hanging off the edge. Okay. I really wish I was actually doing my own nails right now because I can't stand not having nails. When I don't have nails on, my fingers look so fat and chubby. All right. I think that's as much as I'm going to take off because I actually got a good layer of that off. So I'm gonna go back. Don't forget this step, y'all. When y'all using y'all glitters or any sequence, make sure you encapsulate with a layer or two of the clear base powder. That helps give you a smooth surface. So when you do get to the step where you're fouling and buffing, you're not fouling off your sequence. You don't want to ever make that mistake. Because when I first started doing this, y'all, I did forget that step and I was fouling off some of the sequence. And I was wondering why it looked like that. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put that clear base on. That's a step you don't ever want to forget. I'm telling y'all, it's like an important step when you're using chunky glitters or sequence. And you can, when you're putting your stickers on too, you can also encapsulate those in that clear base powder too as well. And that way, when you foul, you're getting that smooth surface. Usually I put my stickers on after I done fouled and shaped anyway, so I don't have that problem. It's just sitting on top, and I put a layer of top coat on top of it. Yeah, that looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. See, you don't see that shine from the glitters, but once you finish with your dipping and fouling and buffing and everything, you put your top coat on, you see the shine, you see all of that sparkle. So now that I've done that, we're gonna have to go back to what we did before and add activator. So now we're back stepping, y'all. Back paddling. Y'all don't do what I did. Okay. So now we're gonna do this right. We're gonna do it right. All right. Okay. Now, let that dry. I'm gonna put some more base coat back on. There is a piece of hair. All right, so make sure that's dry. Do this again, y'all. You know, we're allowed to have some slip-ups every now and then. We're only human. I mean, it happens. All right. Okay, so now that we back up to speed to where we were before my little slip up happens. All right, we're gonna let that dry. And like I say, after you then put on that last layer of base coat after the activator. You let that completely dry, and then that's when you go to file. You shape your nails to make sure it's the right shape that you want, and then you apply, after you filed it and buffed it, you apply another layer of activator. Make sure that all of that is off and dry. Wipe off the excess, and then you can put on a layer of top coat, put shine on, or if you want to put your stones first, or your stickers or your sequence or whatever. Okay, I didn't know that my video had stopped, but I was saying once you put your sequence on, you need to make sure you encapsulate that in some clear base dip powder, so that when you get a file, you don't foul off all your sequence and stuff. So what I'm about to, these have already been fouled, so what I'm about to do with these is just put a layer of top coat on. Y'all, I'm telling you, this piece of hair right here, we gonna fight because it keep falling down. Oh, and y'all know, I think I forgot a step. I really think I forgot to put the activator on it, because after you file, remember, you got to put that activator on. And I can't remember if I put that activator on that one, the Oogie Boogie. So I'm gonna put it on this orange blossom. Y'all, I'm just forgetting stuff. What is wrong? I guess my head not here right now or something. Cause I ain't did nothing for it to be a long day, y'all. Like, what is going on? Your girl is not thinking straight at all. Okay, so now that is on there, and it dries pretty quick. It's like alcohol or fingernail polish remover. It dries pretty quick. Y'all, I'm telling you, that piece of hair right there, every time I tuck it behind my ear, it comes from behind my ear. Okay. All right, so that has a top coat on it. Look at that pretty shine on it. Look how those glitters. Oh my God, see that pink is really popping. It almost like a pinkish purple. I see that green, I see yellow. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, that is gorgeous. And that Oogie Boogie. I really like the Oogie Boogie. I guess the more layers that you use, I guess that darker that backing gets. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside, put it back in my little stand, since I'm through with those two colors. All right, so let's see, do I wanna move? I think I'm gonna do, I'm thinking I want to go ahead and do the cat eye gels. I have two different ones. They're in two different colors. One is look like gold, and then the other one is black. So what I'm going to do with those, I'm going to put down a layer of black powder. One of the girls on the Double Dip Facebook VIP page, she said to put down a color first. And she did a black, so I'm gonna do a black as well. Here we go. So let's put this, we're gonna dip them first, and Double Dip's Black Like My Heart. The names that they come up with these colors, really, I mean, they have some names for you. Let's see, I have a Sweet and Twisted here, a jack-o'-lantern, which of course, if it's jack-o'-lantern, means it's orange. I have some Silk Taupe, which is a gray. I have Iced Wine, which is like a deep, pretty purple. I have Wintergate. It looks brown, but almost a burgundy, but I think it's a brown shade. I have Fairy Cotton, which is pink, and I have Butterscotch, which is like a yellow. All right, so let's go ahead and dip these. This is one on this side. Put this one over here. All right. Put down powder. I'm really nervous about using the chrome because I don't want to mess that chrome up, y'all. It's like I've never done chromes before. I've always wanted to do chromes because they're so pretty. Y'all, I just realized what I did. I put that dip, the base coat on top of this swatch, and that's not where that actually is where I was wanting to put it. It actually goes on the underside because we're going to put the gel on top. And I do not have my, hold on just a second, I forgot my gel. Okay, so let's get started on putting the black dip on. And I'm going to put the dip on the underside of the swatch because the cat eye gel is going to go on the top. All right. Dip that in there. All right. This is a dark one, so I'm going to use my brush for dark colors. All right. Now with that being underneath, I don't even know if I'm going to activate it, but I'm not going to, of course, I'm not going to go through the whole process of filing and all that stuff because that's going to be kind of hard to file that, and that's underneath the swatch. It's on the other side of the swatch. Okay. I think I'm going to put another layer on the other one. So I think when I wiped, I didn't let it completely set. So there, now it's completely covered under there. That looks a lot better. Let's do this one. Yeah, because I see there's some spots where I can see through where I laid the powder. And I want to be able to see through. I want to have that full effect. I got it all on the other side. Ah, that looks a lot better. A lot better, I tell you. Okay, so now that we have that our base down, trying to set that. Okay, let's wipe that off. Looks a little wet in that one. Oops. Okay. All right. I don't know why that looks, it is wet in there. It is wet. Okay. Don't know why. So let's put a little activator in that just to make sure that doesn't come off. Just gonna let it sit for a little bit. Put a little bit of activator in that one too. All right, y'all. Let's play with some clear eye gel. Okay, we're gonna start with this one, which I think is more of a lipstick, it's black. It has a black base. Why I can't talk tonight, y'all? I don't know. Don't know why I can't talk tonight. Okay. This is the little wand. They actually sent me several of these little wands. I have several of these. You have each end is for a different design. This one brings it makes it gather, is what the word I'm looking for. It makes it gather in the center of the nails. Yeah, my video keeps stopping and I don't know why it keeps stopping. So we're going to move on to our next cat eye gel. This one is gold in color. I didn't realize that my son walked into frame. It looks a little bit creepy. Right. And it does show up better when you have that black base. All right, let's get our wand. Oh, you can see it when it moves. Can you see that? It's like all the color pulled to one side. That is so pretty. And once you get whatever design that you want in your nail, you can put it in your UV light and let it cure for 30 seconds. I guess it all depends on the type of, oh, see, it all went in the center. All the gold is in the center now when you use the bigger end. So that's how that works. I was wondering. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love that. I love that pink. I mean, that gold. All right. So we've did those. And the one thing that's left is the chromes. A little nervous about doing those chromes. I'm going to do one chrome, you guys, because I'm really, really nervous about actually doing the chrome. So I'm going to do one, and I'm going to find, I have a lot of chromes, and I have a set of chromes that came in my October box. But I'm going to use the chrome that came from this double dip chrome, which is a gold. Because my other double dip chromes are in my room. I didn't bring those in here. Of course I didn't bring those in here. I think this is a double dip chrome. So we're going to use this gold double dip chrome that we have here. And I'm going to put, of course, I'm going to put the swatch on a gold bag. So this is MC because I get the swatch that coincides with that one. Got it. So I'm going to dip it first in my black. Powder the underside. I'm going to have to clean my brushes because this one looks like it's a bit. Okay, I put a black powder on the back of this, and I added a layer of top gel coat on my nails, and I let that cure for 12 to 15 seconds so that the chrome can adhere to it. And I have already applied the chrome to it, and look at that pretty color, y'all. That is so pretty. And then you let that cure for 60 seconds, and you're done. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload a new video.